Well, hello. Welcome back to vidIQ for another vidIQ live stream. I'm Dan, joined as always by Mr. Rob.
Here once again with my favorite live streaming partner. Let that never change.
I was ready for it that time. What we're going to be doing today is a couple of things. First, we're going to take you through one of our favorite vidIQ tools, show you how you can use it for researching your next video and making sure it gets hundreds and hundreds of millions of views.
Wow, hundreds of millions of views. That's a bold statement, Dan.
Anything's possible. And then we're going to take your questions. It can be about that tool. Usually we get some about the tool we cover, and then it kind of ends up being about YouTube at large and things like that. But before we do that, be sure that you've installed vidIQ in your browser. The links are down below, and you can get a 30-day free trial if you haven't already, so you can experience all the features of vidIQ for 30 days before you decide to continue your subscription, because you'll be like, I can't live without these tools. And we're going to show you a little bit of why that is today. Rob, shall we say hello to some folks?
Available on Chrome, Firefox, iOS, and Android. Yes, I'm going to say hello to Swain, CDXYT, I'm a Maths Trick, Gadget Gecko, Aiden Skywalker, but like it's Skywalker, K-A, not Walker. It sounds a bit gangster. Bobby Watson, excellent. Oh, is that Excellent Dude? The XL channel with a awesome channel name. First Blood, obviously, that must be Rambo. And Game Time, hello to all of you.
Let's see. I'm seeing Chris Game Boss, not Yusuf, Kenneth Vordy Gaming, something disappeared on me, which is good because it was a long name I couldn't pronounce. Strike Man. We have Master X Mind. I'm seeing King versus Gaming, and then Royalty Kid Vlogs. Welcome, everybody. So each week we gather you all here for this live stream, and we cover one or two different vidIQ tools, and again show you how you can use them to your advantage. What we're going to be doing today is covering the vidIQ search panel. So why don't we jump in? Unless I missed anything. I always miss something in the intro.
I don't think you have done, actually, this. I think you've got it spot on.
Fantastic. So the vidIQ search panel, if you don't know, is probably one of the tools you'll see the most when you install the vidIQ extension. And the way it works is when you type anything into search, so one of my favorite terms would be Minecraft, on the right-hand side, it'll load up here, and it'll give you all kinds of information about the search term you've just typed in. So on the right here, we can see the search term, and then we can see a whole bunch of stats about it. But the thing that really stands out to all of us is a nice colorful rating here. We have a rating of 54. It's in the yellow. What does that mean? Well, this search term is used quite a bit. However, there's also a ton of content around it. So that's where you get this crazy spread of like, hey, you're in the red on the competition, but oh my goodness, there's a lot of folks interested in Minecraft.
Yeah, I would imagine this keyword has been like this for the last decade, in that tons of search volume, but at the same time, tons of competition. And it's kind of interesting in that, like in the shorts universe right now, it's almost like the opportunities opened up again. And so people are doing loads of Minecraft shorts and starting to flood that market, but it's very quickly getting saturated, as is the long form content as well.
Yeah. It's why we tell people, hey, if you're going to start a Minecraft channel, or really any gaming channel, but particularly a popular game like Fortnite or Minecraft, it's why you don't have videos with a simple theme such as Minecraft episode 1, and it's just you playing Minecraft, because how are you to compete with Minecraft Royale? Is it AFMA? I've never needed to say that name out loud, so I don't know. Gray still plays rather. Dream, of course, we saw over here. Like I was going to say, too, these are the top channels for the search term, so you can get more information without having to like, so who's this? Who's this?
Quick side note here, Dan, as well. Just looking at this live streaming chap, is it Echo Soldier, who's got 1.38 million subscribers. Look at how many people are watching it, 690. That's how tricky it is to get people to watch live streams, irrespective of channel size. That's not actually a bad number. We get 600 on our audits. We're getting 200 people now, but we'd like it to be a little bit more. So please do share this live stream if you do enjoy it. But yeah, that's just a good insight. And also, as well, another good point is that if you live stream, you have a a better chance of the video ranking while it's live streaming.
Right. It's the other reason. So I'm always giving advice, and every time we have these tool demos, I'm always thinking of advice I give all the time.
It just pops into your head, doesn't it? Yeah.
Right. And the examples appear right before me of the things we were saying yesterday during channel audits, which was, hey, make sure that you put thumbnails on your live streams. And this is why. Right here. I know this person has 1 million subscribers, and you're probably thinking, well, what does that matter if I'm way down on the list? But honestly, like, they bothered still to put this thumbnail here, and more people have probably clicked on it, causing YouTube to perhaps surface it higher. So, I mean, this one's a different example, obviously, but I mean, you can tell it's about the coffin meme. That's what they want you have the picture here. That's what they want you to be thinking of when you go to their live stream. Anyway, so live streams can have thumbnails. They can have nice big titles that are still ranking in search. Keep all this in mind if you're a live streamer on YouTube, because all I did was type in Minecraft. I've never clicked on this channel in my life. So here it is right in front of me. They're live streaming right now. All right. So anyway, let's continue on with the search panel. Again, lots of information as we keep scrolling. We have top related opportunities, which in this case are kind of interesting. These two don't make any sense to me. I'm guessing these are creators.
Yeah.
And they're just so popular, people search them by name a lot. Minecraft 1.17 is obviously a big opportunity. That's the update that's coming out very soon. That's the snapshot we're probably on right now, in fact. And then carpet mod. Obviously, there's some kind of mod out there for Minecraft that adds carpet, and people are talking about it. Quest 2 maybe refers to Minecraft on the Oculus Quest. I mean, it's worth looking into. Of course, you can check the box here and copy these as keywords you can use in a video as well, which is kind of cool. And then we have related queries, which is a little bit different. Related queries from 2008 to now. So we have Minecraft Pocket Edition, Minecraft Mod, Minecraft House, giving you different scores. So if you were to type in Minecraft Pocket Edition, you would get... Oh, and you can explore it on Google as well. If you were to have typed in Minecraft Pocket Edition or PE, you would be seeing these different scores come up, right? I have that right.
Yep.
Okay, so... And then finally, I think finally, trending. Yep, trending videos for the search term.
Yeah, that's more of a raw view analysis. You know, like on the search page, it can surface videos even if they're not necessarily getting loads of views. It might depend on the creator, such and such. But this here is telling us that I think probably in the last week or so, that these videos on Minecraft are getting the most views per hour right now. So obviously this channel, is that Dream? Yeah, with 21 million views there. He's done something versus three hitmen. So I'd be wondering here, like, even if it was a smaller channel, is there some way I can leverage that title and react to it, or do like a little side quest version of that in some way, like Minecraft Survivor versus 3 Hitmen versus Ender Dragon. I don't even know if that's possible because I don't play Minecraft, but that's kind of where my brain is thinking right now. Hello, Dan's cat, by the way. I just saw it. Well, just pass there.
Yes, sorry about that.
Give Dan's cat a thumbs up if you can, please.
Yeah, like the video even if you don't like cats.
What is your cat's name, Dan, again?
Today she's Professor Litterpaws.
So hashtag what? Professor
Litterpaws, because she's on my desk, and I imagine she's probably used Litterbox.
Litterpaws. So does a cat have different names on different days? Like, is it called the Sega Saturn on Thursday? And like,
yeah, it depends on how I'm feeling and how she's acting. Like right now, I was trying to pet her, and she was getting a little bit annoyed by that, so she left. So, impatient cat would be like a name I'd use later. Anyhow. You ever have a pet where you just call them different names all the time?
Oh, I call my dog many profanities lots of the time, especially when I'm trying to play on Ori, Will of the Wisps. That's a brilliant game, by the way. I know we're going completely off topic here, but I can't help it. And then he steals the remote control and then pushes the volume all the way to 11, which brings down the apartment. Anyway, where were we, Dan? What were we talking about?
So, search panel. I want to try to use this to conceptualize realistically, like if we were making a video right now, how could we leverage this tool to help us determine, are we on the right track? Should we even be bothering with this idea, or does it surface something that we weren't even thinking of? So one more thing I wanted to point out too is you can always hide this if for you know, you wanted to see the other things that YouTube puts here.
What actually YouTube shows us.
Yeah, what YouTube wants you to see.
Just
what
move
we want
that
you
out
to
of the
see.
way. Just move that out of the way.
Yeah. And the other thing you might be noticing is just some of these other tools before we leave this page. You might be seeing all these different keywords here and going, wait, that doesn't look familiar to me. And that's because we have inline keywords turned on. So you can click on these and do more investigating there. I would recommend keeping these on while you're doing your research so you can just see what other folks are doing, you know?
To be clear, what they are essentially video tags. You know,
yes.
when you fill out that box that YouTube says isn't important and it's just for spellings and everybody still fills it out with all of the keywords.
Yep.
That's what it's there for. And, you know, to get onto the topic of are tags important anymore? The honest answer is it doesn't seem as if they are. I did a video about this 2 years ago now where we actually put in a special keyword. It was something like QuidIF 54321. It was completely unique to us. And we added it to the title, we added it to the description, and so on and so forth. And, you know, if you did change the title and add that unique keyword in, it would immediately appear. If you added it into a video tag and like a month later, it wouldn't find it in search, which seems to suggest from a search point of view, it ignores tags completely. Having said all of what I've just said, though, the fact that we can, Dan, if you just mouse over the keywords for a second, see the paperclip to the right-hand side, the fact that you could just basically requisition somebody else's tags, copy and paste it into your video, and then remove the tags that you don't need, and then add some which you think are appropriate through vidIQ Boost, that makes it like a 90-second job. And so you might as well do it as part of your upload process. You know, you've probably got a few spare minutes while it's finishing off. It's at 80%. You can go copy some tags, paste them in there, so on and so forth. And even then, when you look at these tags, these could be video ideas as well. Yep. I think I recently spoke about becoming a master of your the language of your topic. And this is a language, all of these keywords. And so that's just to quickly cover the topic of whether you should use tags or not. The answer is they don't mean much, but Dan, if you continue to scroll down, all of these channels are pretty much using tags. And until YouTube, except for that guy, and until YouTube deletes that box, we just conditioned over 15 years of SEO advice and optimization to fill in those tags. And it's going to be difficult to move away from that.
Yeah, well, I mean, this person's included like the first 5 tags or 4 tags are different spellings of their own name. And I would just not recommend doing that if you're a small channel. But if you're someone who has a lot of people searching for you by name, then that would be the time.
Yeah, because that's relevant, isn't it?
Yeah. And also, you bring up a really good point. These tags, like you might look and go, insane Minecraft. Is that something people are searching for? This creator seems to think so. Yeah. So you can start investigating each individual keyword simply by clicking on it and going from there. And we have showed all that in a previous live stream as well. But worth pointing out, we can also get a glimpse of the like to dislike ratio on each of these videos. So if the creator has done something a little controversial, this one's 93%, 92% here. So we can kind of just learn a little bit about how people are feeling about the video, what kind of engagement it gets. And we, of course, can see how many subscribers the channel has, which is huge for your research as you're looking for your next video idea. Look at this person with less subscribers than all these other folks down here, and yet the #1 ranking video right now. You know, part 6. I mean, what is this? What has this person done? You know, so
it's an episode number, Dan. It's an episode number.
I know. What are they doing?
It's giving you cold chills.
I don't like episode numbers.
Just before you move off here, I just wanted to point out one thing on the search panel. There's all of these numbers which are useful, of course. And I always would look at the top creator, who obviously is Dream. I would see what they're up to because they're, according to YouTube, the leader in this space. But also I'd look at the average age. And this is recency of content. And it's 19 days, which means that YouTube is recycling this content on a fairly regular basis. Let's say the average age was like 2 or 3 years. You might find that in a search term such as how to tie a tie or how to change a tire. That means that it might be a lot more difficult to break into that search term because things are so well established and there's not a lot of content coming out that's sort of competing well against what's ranking highly. But you'll usually find that the average age is pretty low in games like Fortnite, Minecraft, and trending topics. Oh, Dan's taking a risk here. He's going to try and prove a point. Let's hope the tool is working. 4 days. There you go. Even better.
Yeah. So that is Always a good thing. So there's, like Rob said, a lot of numbers here, but yeah, that's what I look for as well. Who's the top creator? So what can we learn from them? The average age, and it's always cool to see like the average subscriber counts and the highest views and all that fun stuff. But when you're day to day using this tool, you'll probably be using those few things the most.
Now, I'm guessing here the score is a little more juicy because Fortnite has been in a bit of a decline. Is it fair to say? But now the new season is on the horizon, and you can see all of the. I think they must have done a trailer or something because there's lots
IGN,
of
GameSpot.
I'm willing to do a risk here, Dan. Can we put Fortnite Season 6 in and see what comes up? Because now we're going a little bit more niche. I was even thinking trailer, but let's just keep it at Season 6 and. Let's see if anything comes up. Want to refresh that page? Go on.
Is it? What's the? I always now I'm full screen. What's the button to refresh?
It's F11.
F11.
Or is it F12?
Full screen. F12. You didn't know either. No, F12 is the.
No, it's brought up the console now.
Yeah. How do you refresh your page? F9?
Oh, I don't know. It's like F5. Shift F5.
Here, let's
Shift
just go
F5. Oh, we're panicking.
I'm too old. I'm too old for this. I use buttons on the screen.
There we go. So the search volume is nice, and the competition is medium. But look at the average age there, 2 days. Now, a lot of these are IGN. Let's just scroll down a bit down. Let's see if we can find any creator that's kind of made a bit of an inroad here, like maybe a channel with less subscribers, but has somehow made an impact here for Season 6. Just keep slowly scrolling down, see if we can find anyone.
486 subscribers, 8 views. Oh.
What's that then? Was that a live stream? Oh, that's Fame for Less. That's one of our regular viewers. Maybe that's why they're ranking. Because we've
gone to their channel. Right,
yeah, a bit of preference favoring there. Let's keep going. Is there anything there? What's that? What's that one? Stop. Go. So, well, that's interesting. So
2.9 million views.
Yeah, and a good rating as well. And there's another one here, although it's got bad ratings, like 1,500 subscribers and 5,000 views. But there's something maybe a bit polarizing in there. But you can see how, like, when you just get below the top level of big channels, you can start to see these creators just finding a presence in there. And yeah, that 3 million one is interesting as well.
Yeah, 37,000 now with 500,000 views.
I mean, it's such a simple tool, but it just shows you the channel size. But it's so revealing when you can just peel back one layer and find out, channel's done something here. Fortnite Season 6, the ranking in the top 20, and they've got millions of views and they've got 10,000 subscribers. I want to research that a little bit more if I played Fortnite.
Right. So again, it wasn't Fortnite. I'm just going to play Fortnite today. We're always telling new channels, hey, why don't you cover the thing that's happening, which right now would be Season 6 coming out. So a lot of people are just covering the trailer. They might be reacting to it. What you could be doing is discussing the new features in your own video. Maybe you already have footage of you playing Fortnite and you just want to talk over it. A lot of people do that. A lot of successful videos from that. And you can discuss, hey, like, this is coming soon, Season 6. Here's what I'm most excited about. Here's what I think is totally silly and shouldn't be in the game. Bring your voice to it.
Now then, Dan, where are you going next?
So I want to conceptualize a video right now, starting from the most basic search term and then going from there. We can go back to Minecraft. Do you think there's like another term that we could try for a bit?
No. So do this little search journey, and then I want to show an example afterwards, if you don't.
Sure. Mind. So we know that Minecraft is saturated. We just saw that. We saw the competition being very high, and the amount of so meaning a ton of content, but then a lot of people searching for it all the time. So, hey, there's something in there. Obviously, it's Minecraft. What can we do? Well, one of the things we love to show people, and this is something that I think for a long time I didn't really do enough of, but if you type in Minecraft, you see all the different autocompletes. Now, obviously, this is not a vidIQ feature. This is just built into YouTube.
This is a freebie for all of you folks.
This one's for free. So what if you were to type Minecraft how to? And we see a bunch of stuff. These are things that real people are typing in regularly enough to where YouTube feels like you got to mean one of these. These chumps are always typing this stuff in. So it's got to be one of these.
Breed villages in Minecraft?
Yes.
That sounds corrupt to me. Oh, he's clicked on it, though. Oh. Playing with fire there, Dan.
Yeah, well, I know I'm getting into. So, how to breed villagers. Now, this is where you start to look and go, I know how to breed villagers. What if I did my own guide? How long are some of these guides? Well, the first result's 27 minutes. That seems a little long for a how-to. I just want to get this information. And the version's 115.2.
Oh, so old.
Right. This is a year ago now. So this is an old video, but YouTube's still surfacing it as number one. This is where you want to look at the average age, which is 9 months. Promising. Top creators Waddles, which is right here. So that makes sense. And they've done another one recently as of 2 months ago. So they kind of dominate this.
Doubling down there, yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to have to compete with them twice. And we can keep scrolling down. Maybe there's some methods here. This one's a 5-minute tutorial. That's, it's pretty short.
Boom, look at that one. Channel with less than 1,000 subscribers 2 months ago. Is that 17,000 views I can see there?
Yep.
That is exactly, as a smaller gaming channel, is what you should be looking for.
Right. So this person has a 1:45 tutorial on how to breed villagers. Now, should your videos be that short? Well, I would argue for how-to content. I'm trying to play Minecraft, man. Like, I'm just trying to get this stuff done. I don't want to sit and watch someone for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, or even 5 minutes if I can get the information even faster. So 1:40, if someone saw an opportunity here, and yeah, they didn't make it to the top of search, but hey, this was 2 months ago. They have 17,000 views and less than 1,000 subscribers.
And let me just add here, this is unscripted what we've done here, Dan and I. Like, Dan didn't know I was going to ask him to go to how to breed villages, and we didn't know that this channel was in the top 10 for this ranking and had whatever. But this will always come up if you do that, if you do the research, these little nuggets and gems of information.
Yeah. So all things to kind of consider when you're thinking about doing a Minecraft video. And we are always telling new creators to help people out. Give people a reason to find your content. So you just playing Minecraft is something you can do later on. Teach people something. Share people your building abilities or your redstone skills or how to breed villagers, how to do things in the game. There's always new players too. This game's so old and new people are coming to it every single day. I know this is very gaming centric, but I'm hoping non-gaming channels can still, translate this to their niche. Maybe we should try that.
Well, that's what I was going to do when you finish, Dan. And when you
okay.
Finished,
I'm
going to do a non-gaming example.
Okay, cool. So how to breed villagers. Another thing you can do, though, is type in how to and then your game, Minecraft. How to Minecraft speedrun. How to Minecraft season. So, this wasn't a good example. There's somebody who's doing like seasons of a thing called How to Minecraft. But you can always mix up the terms, which is something I was trying to show there.
We saw one, what was it, speed runs. What if you do, was it speed walks? I can't remember. If you just do that one. Yeah, again, this is experimentation, but there you go. There was loads of suggestions.
Yeah, this is a popular thing.
Also complete.
Yeah. So Minecraft speedrun, someone's doing it live. 1:16.1. So these are fairly recent speedrunning videos, and like they have the thumbnail with the time on there of how long it took them to finish.
12,000 subscribers, 1.5 million views. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's a lot 122.
Another one below it, Dan.
Oh, sorry, that was very similar.
Glack Jack. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of his 12,000 subscribers came from that video.
Yeah. So that's awesome to see, and that was just the term Minecraft speedrun. What about Minecraft speedrun though? Minecraft speedrun Pocket Edition, Minecraft speedrun tutorial. How do you do a speedrun? What are the rules? Oh, okay. So we have 445,000 views from a channel with 6,000, almost 7,000 subscribers.
Look at that second one. Again.
Oh my gosh. In depth.
You see, I'm just trained to look at the channel size before anything else. Like the top of the search rankings, I'm looking at the channel size and thinking, yep, there's another one. Yep, there's another one.
So we got just a little more specific in what is a broad search term. 3 words, Minecraft speedrun tutorial. And now we're looking, if we're a smaller creator in the hundreds or thousands of subscribers, we're looking at this and going, hey, now, I can teach people this. This is
hey now, you're a search term rock star.
Yes. Thank you for that. That's in my head now. So I just want you guys to be considering this when you're making anything on YouTube and you're just starting out. Can you help people? When we're here at vidIQ, we are helping you grow your YouTube channels. would you watch us? And we've tried this. We kind of know the answer. Would you watch us play Minecraft one day, just for fun? No teachings, no anything. Rob and I just really want to play Minecraft. Some of you probably come hang out and see what that's all about, but I imagine the vast majority of you are here because you're busy. You're trying to grow your own YouTube channels. Well, the folks who are playing Minecraft, trying to learn how to speedrun, are just trying to enjoy the game. So that's why we watch YouTube videos, to get something back out of that. And that is the value in teaching people something. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Why don't we move on to Rob's example now?
Yeah, so we looked at gaming, obviously, because we know we have a big gaming audience, but I just wanted to give you an example of like an emerging keyword that I've been keeping an eye on, and it's kind of a good example of how vidIQ's tools are identifying that this is a place of opportunity. So just type in Clubhouse. I know some of you may not have access to it, but I'm sure you've probably heard of it by now. It's this new social media platform. And again, as you can see, the videos are getting older now, because I think it's been out for about 6 months. And there was a lot of channels that jumped on here and did content surrounding it in terms of tutorials, what is Clubhouse, etc., etc. And it's getting a bit more saturated now. In terms of, you look at the keyword search, if you scroll back up to the top, I'm pretty sure that this last month down was in the 70s, but now it's at 45 because more people are searching for it. And a lot of creators have now wanted to talk about it. So, how might we make this a little more attractive to us? And I think the search was, for me, what is Clubhouse app? I think that was the one that helped us. And you can see all of the autocomplete there as well, helping out. So look, just a little tweak in your search term reveals that there is still opportunity here. And I'm still maintaining, and I haven't seen this yet. I haven't seen a channel or somebody create a channel completely dedicated to Clubhouse on YouTube to do all of the tutorials. So many things like how to become a moderator, how to maybe make a business out of it, how to grow your reach with Clubhouse, etc., etc. I'm waiting for the Clubhouse tutorials channel in some way, which isn't quite there yet. But you can see there's quite a few smaller channels here having breakthroughs with content. 13,000 subscribers there. I remember last month there was what was that one there with 300, what was it, 250 subscribers,
242 and 18,000 views.
Yeah, so everybody wants to know how to get invited onto Clubhouse right now. So that might be a really juicy search term as well. And then just to sell the virtues of the keyword scored, Dan, if you just go and click on one of these, let's look at Ben Levitt and click on Clubhouse app. So go up again. Up. So you see all of his tags, Dan?
Oh, yeah.
Just click on Clubhouse app. That one, yeah. So we haven't, this is a keyword inspector. I think we've shown you this in previous tutorials.
Yeah.
But now I'm talking about the keyword universe, or the language of Clubhouse, and all of these keywords. It's kind of like our version of autocomplete, but it gives you this extra information such as search volume, and the fact that still, as of now, the competition is fairly low, and so all of the keywords are quite high. So this is why I'm thinking somebody needs to become a dominant ambassador for Clubhouse on YouTube. I know it's kind of like leveraging another social media platform on YouTube, but that's what I would be doing if I had the time, and if I was a Clubhouse guru at this point.
Yeah. So, and we did talk about this earlier too. Just clicking on that keyword brought us a whole bunch of information, and you can continue investigating your keywords here in the keyword inspector. And if you want to learn more about that, we did a couple live streams ago covering this particular tool. There's a lot of crossover in our tools, so you'll be seeing this stuff come up.
Indeed,
time and time again. But yeah, this is really interesting. So if we were to type in Clubhouse just alone and see what comes up. Clubhouse app, Clubhouse 2021, app demo, tutorial, argument, Elon Musk. He's been in there quite a bit, I understand. So we have different people in there, just people curious, like Elon Musk's in Clubhouse. We can talk about that.
Can you just do this, Dan? Hang on, just go back. Just type in how. Nothing else.
Yep.
Now, here's the thing that scares me about YouTube a little bit sometimes. Like the fact that we've just typed in how, and because we've just been doing searches on Clubhouse, YouTube thinks that we want to find out more, as well as how to catch a leprechaun as well, because it's St. Patrick's Day for some reason. But it still thinks we're on this Clubhouse train of thought, so it's auto completing with just 3 letters, which is a bit scary to me. But there you go.
Yeah, something to keep in mind for sure. Let's see. Clubhouse app. What if you just kept typing in things? Clubhouse app tutorial. Okay, it stops there. App review Indonesia. That's kind of interesting. Let's see. How many people are reviewing Clubhouse? Do you have any thoughts on Clubhouse? Could you do a review video? This is pretty good. Score is 67, so the volume's decent. Competition's very low for the term, so there are people interested in the opinion of other folks who've been using Clubhouse. A lot of opportunities in this space right now.
But not for long, I would say. I reckon it's got another month, 2 months of shelf life before either Facebook buys it out or there's too many people on YouTube talking about Clubhouse.
Yeah. I think now might be a good time to start to move into Q&A. What do you say?
Absolutely, yeah. So what you've basically demoed there is the tools on the search page, and like gone into a little crossover, as Dan said, with a keyword search. And as we said, a lot of the tools that you saw there are free or have free access. But what we were showing you there was a full boost collection of tools. So if you do want to have exactly the same experience as we just showed you there, then do make sure to take advantage of the link in the description, which will give you 30 days free access. So that was our turn to talk and shine, but now it's your turn, because we're throwing it over to you for Q&A for the next 90 minutes, Dan? Well, no, I'll tell you what, we're gonna put in some rules here. Like, I need at least 400 likes on this Q&A by 11 o'clock. Well, by the top of the hour, or Dan's running it by himself for the final hour.
Personally, I have like exactly an hour and a half. I have a hard out today, so
no. But you don't say that, Dan. You say you got something really important in half an hour. But if there's enough people watching, then I might push that meeting back, because the vidIQ community is so important.
That's true. I know that you've already said that, so I've drawn my line, which is just a little less. I'll just be here alone for the last hour, I suppose.
We'll see.
So, if you have any questions, let's start with anything you guys have lingering in your minds about the search tool you just saw. And then, of course, we'll continue to move on into different YouTube questions. Some of you looked like you were looking for channel audits. That's on a Tuesday. You missed that by a whole day. We will do that every single Tuesday, so be sure to pay attention to our channel, subscribe, turn notifications, and join us for a channel audit stream on Tuesday. So we're not looking at individual channels, while those sometimes come up just for example's sake. We're not here to audit channels today, but we will certainly answer your questions. So we're going to silently start to take. Oh, you found one.
I found one as you were.
It's fame for less.
So how long does it take for the search bar to update for new terms? I think if you're talking about YouTube itself, almost instantly. I'd say it's very dynamic. When there's any new stories coming out, you'll probably start to see autocomplete within, I'd say, within an hour, if not sooner. In terms of vidIQ, I think it's, generally speaking, on a 24-hour basis that we're kind of aggregating the search terms each day. So that's a general answer. I don't have I'd have to check with the devs, but I think it's at least every 24 hours.
Cool. Let's see. This is kind of an interesting one. I do Fortnite live stream and videos on Fortnite mobile, but I still don't get views. I use vidIQ mobile to optimize. It gives a score around 67. I still don't get views, and I do live stream. So a bit vague. I'm using vidIQ is part of this question, and also I'm doing Fortnite live streams. Why when the search term is, am I not getting views? It could be so many reasons. It could be thumbnails. It could be the titling. It could be the times you're live streaming. Are you live streaming peak hours where the biggest names are competing against you? Especially with live streams, it's so difficult. vidIQ is a tool, and it only works if you do your share of the work as well. It's not. I use this on mobile, so it means I'm going to do better. I'm not sure if that's how you feel or not, but some folks do, and we have to make that pretty clear.
I just had a quick look at the channel. So you have nearly 500 subscribers. So congratulations on that milestone you're about to hit. But as we showed you, even for channels with like 1 million subscribers, what were they getting down? Was it like about 800 concurrent viewers or something?
Yeah.
It is hard to do live streams and get an audience, especially if you're a smaller channel, because it is not uncommon for a channel with a couple of hundred subscribers to maybe get 1 or 2 people coming into their live streams, because people are busy, they've got things to do. Live streams are very much in the moment. They should be for your community. I would say, generally speaking, this isn't always true, but I think generally speaking, live streams are for your existing community, not necessarily to bring in a new audience. So be thinking about how you can extend your audience beyond that in terms of your video on demand content.
Yeah.
And the titles are very formulaic as well. You're putting Fortnite on mobile gameplay, season 5, Fortnite iOS. What's exciting about me going and watching that live stream?
Yeah, the keywords you're using, I can kind of tell from that example, they are trying to use keywords that people are searching for, but you're kind of using them in combination, and you're kind of starting with a thought, right? So Fortnite season 5, but what about it? Are you reviewing season 5? Are you showing the top 5 things in season 5? So it seems like you're trying to just use all the big keywords, put in a title for some kind of super title, but you have to think of the human element too. You got to give people the reason to click on it. Why should they watch this video about Fortnite season 5 on iOS part whatever,
Let's have a look at this one. That's an interesting question. Does it make a big difference for SEO with the title of a channel? Advised to keep my name there for people to search, but high ranked living in Phoenix be my channel too. So first of all, I think people are going to be discovering your content, are going to be discovering you more through your content as opposed to your channel, unless you're already a big, well-established channel. I think that's why we were saying in one of a little earlier on, Dan, that some people are including different spellings of their channel name in the tags, because that's what what YouTube suggests that you do. Travis always is of the opinion that the most important thing about a channel name is for it to be memorable in some way, and so that people it just rolls off the tip of a tongue. So the more, I guess, words you put in a channel name, the more difficult it is to remember. And this is my personal opinion, but I think it really does depend on the niche, and maybe this does apply more to your niche than others. I think trying to be super local, like living in Phoenix, is a bit too specific for YouTube. I think that you want to be having as broader appeal as possible in your channel and your video content. And then if you are kind of selling products and services and whatnot, that's where the actual content can do the job. You include it in the descriptions, you tell people where you are and where you live. And, if I'm a realtor in Phoenix, and if we want to help you find your new home, and it's not a sunshine state, is it? What is the slogan for Phoenix?
Phoenix. I'm so sorry. I don't know.
Arizona. What would it be? Whatever it is.
But Golden Staters. I don't. Man,
no, no. I don't know. We're going off topic again. Anyway, if somebody can tell us what the state slogan is for
maybe AZ Realistic, you can tell.
Yeah, and yeah, I know I've just sort of rambled through that, but those are my thoughts on the channel name. But I think it's more about it being memorable rather than it being search intent in itself.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you had to be local and you were ranking well for living in Phoenix, I would have made the channel name something like Phoenix Real Estate Geek, something very simple, something very memorable like that. But I do agree with Rob that for YouTube's sake, your real estate advice probably isn't all exclusive to Phoenix. I'm sure prices and things like that vary, but there's probably advice you can give to anybody looking to buy a home anywhere. And if you can have that broad appeal, that's what you want. I have a buddy that's a fishing channel, and while the content takes place in the same lake every time, and he's always going to different stores in his local community, he didn't make the channel name and the channel theme about, fishing in this community. It's just fishing with so-and-so. And, you can bring the community stuff in there, is my point.
I tell you what, Arizona Real Estate Geek, check out Christina Smallhorn, or otherwise known, I don't know if she still calls her channel name this now, The Real Estate Whisperer. She has had a lot of success building a real estate YouTube channel, and I think she lives in Houston. So that's her local area. But you can see what a content strategy she's done there to help build her channel, and then that lead to lots of clients for her business.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Christina Smallhorn, the real estate whisperer.
We had a podcast recently with Emily Baker, and I recommend checking it out. If you have any legal questions about YouTube, we really covered a lot. And one of the things she said that really stuck out to me was that as you grow on YouTube, you don't want your channel name to be attached to somebody else's intellectual property. Now, this is not the case for Arizona Real Estate Geek, but a lot of gaming channels probably have this problem where they try and name their channel similar to the game they're playing. But imagine if that becomes a business and you got to register an LLC and things like that. So you want your channel name to be memorable, but you don't necessarily need it to be the key search term of the entire channel either. It's, people should know what the channel is by looking at the name. That's always helpful. But if you play Minecraft, you shouldn't be like Minecraft expert guy, because if Mojang wanted to, they could come after you for using the name of their game as the name of part of your business.
My internet dropped out there. You didn't lose anything, did you? I'm still good.
No, I'm good.
I was just a frozen face, I presume. For a second there.
You had some eyes there that kind of glossed over, and I was kind of wondering if I was losing you, and then everybody else in turn.
All right, my internet's one of my pages has stopped working. Just carry on, Dan. I'm just
okay. I'll just continue looking for questions. Let's see.
All right, it's working now. We're up to 384 likes. We need another 16 likes. We need a like. We need a like per minute to keep me on for the next hour.
I think your internet's taking care of that anyway.
That's true. That's true.
Right. Here's something interesting. Doing a top 10 video, maybe 10 to 15 minutes if I can keep it super tight, or should do it in 2 parts. And
let's keep it to 1 part.
Mm-hmm. That would be a really weird top 10. For my other top part of my top 10 video, visit my next episode.
If you try and push people to the next top 10, like the second part of the top 10, they just won't bother.
Top 5 is a thing.
Yeah, if you want to keep it to top 5. I guess my argument possibly might be that the top 10 for 10 to 15 minutes is maybe too long. You probably have to experiment with this a little bit with your average view duration. I think like top 10s, it's probably, I think the ideal range might be 6 to 10 minutes, but it depends what the top 10 is about. If it needs to go into a lot of detail on something.
Some other expert advice. You and I think, were in the same clubhouse room the other day.
No, it's not expert advice. It is just passionate education, wisdom.
When you hear the person I'm going to mention, I think you'll change your mind. We were in the same clubhouse room, and everyone was doing a Q&A with Jake Fellman. And Jake, who I would say by now is a pretty big YouTube expert, whether even he feels that way, I feel that way. He gave some really good advice. Now, this is relevant to shorts, but I think for this question too, it counts. Jake said that he doesn't make his videos any longer than they need to be. He thinks of a quick story to tell in 10 to 15 seconds for his shorts. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and there's no fluff. It's exactly how long it needs to be. So take your 15-minute top 10 video. Were there any points in it where you kind of indulged a little bit too much? You talked about how great number 6 was, and for all these different reasons. And can you cut some of that out to make sure people don't leave the video, and really ruthlessly edit your videos? Make your top 10 list no longer than it needs to be. If each bullet is a whole minute, that's probably kind of long for a top 10. I think you can get through those in about 45 seconds at most.
Yeah, I agree. But then at the same time, whenever I do like top 10 tricks for more subscribers, it ends up being like 13 to 15 minutes long. So,
it depends on the content too, probably.
I'm not eating my own dog food.
I shouldn't put that strict of a number on it, but I mean, this creator is concerned, and I do feel like 15 minutes is kind of long for a top 10 video. Those should be quick. Those are helping people learn about 10 things they're going to be excited about. So make it as long as it needs to be.
Sorry, I made a really weird noise then because I was about to go, we've got 416 likes, but I kind of stopped myself, so it sounded like, I don't know if anybody picked that up.
I took that personally too, but I'll let that slide.
All right, let's try this dandy one. I think we're kind of moving away from the search questions now, but yeah, if you do have any more search title questions, make sure to ask them as well. Moxie Uno has 1.37 subscribers and averages 200 to 300 views per video. That doesn't sound too bad to me. That sounds like a healthy amount for your audience. But my YouTube shorts blow up. Kaboom. Yes, we've heard that as well. How do I make my normal videos get more views? This is a big challenge, and I am still struggling with an answer for people here. I think for already well-established channels who decide to put shorts on their YouTube channel, then it's okay. If you've got previous good record of YouTube in long form, then I think the shorts don't really impact. What I'm trying to say is it's easier for a channel to push long form audience to short videos, but it seems a lot more difficult for short form content creators who've seen their channel grow from those shorts to then get them onto long form. And I don't exactly have a great answer for this, other than to say that in your shorts, if they're blowing up, try and think of some calls to action to get them to visit your main channel in some way. Now, that could be by providing all the value somebody needs from the shorts, but then somehow saying, if you want more, then check out the description or visit my channel. But again, as you say, Dan, a short has to be super tight. And the moment you sort of deviate from the shorts content itself, I think people have abandoned it. So I haven't got a firm answer for this yet, but I'm going to continue to do the research. And I think you should just continue to experiment with the shorts, see them as a nice shot in the arm. I mean, Dan has experience of this himself with his putting shorts on his channel, which have got 1 million views and have brought in subscribers, but haven't necessarily translated into long form views.
Yeah, I have experience from both sides of this, actually. I have a secret channel that I've just decided to just keep secret, probably indefinitely, because I'm feeling that by not...
Let's challenge somebody to find that secret channel by the end of this podcast. We're not going to give any clues at all, Dan. That's fair. But if you can find out what the channel is, what should we give them, Dan? Well, you don't want to give them anything.
Tell them if they found it.
Yeah, you don't want to admit it.
Yeah,
so they'll never know.
They'll never know. Anyway, it's
Dan quickly trying to change topic there.
All you need to know about it is that I'm experimenting with this channel, and it's no longer just a shorts channel because I've been trying other things. And I started it from scratch back in January. It's gained thousands of subscribers, and every short, not every short, but a lot of the shorts have blown up. Views between 400,000 to, a couple thousand. It's a big range. So some of them have like 20,000 and some of them have, 2,000. And then I've been experimenting with long form content on the channel. And that's doing surprisingly well. And I think my theory, and this is all just me, this is my experience and my theory, is that these people have come to this channel and the window has been very, very small since the channel's existence and them finding it. And I'm just uploading as often as I can. I'm trying to get videos that are of high value. And I'm finding that my long form content is actually getting several hundred views, in some cases, tipping over 1,000. And for a channel with only a few thousand subscribers, that's incredibly healthy, very healthy. And it was a shorts channel. So a community is starting to form. I'm starting to see a lot of the same names in the comments. I'm doing 2 things. I'm uploading consistently, or as much as I can. I can't say consistently at all. The times are different. The days are different. Anyway, I'm trying to upload things that are funny. I'm not doing 2 things. I'm doing a lot of things. I'm trying to upload things that are funny, interesting, shareable. And one of the other things I'm doing is I'm posting on the community tab every single day. I post usually a picture with a question or a poll, and every single day. And the reach on those is going up every single day. Every time I post, I'm getting more votes. I'm getting more comments. And I have a feeling that if you combine your shorts with your community tab after you hit 1,000 subscribers and you unlock the community tab, I have a feeling there's a force to be reckoned with there, because not only are your short form viewers getting pushed your other shorts, I think YouTube is also pushing them these community posts. I think your name is getting out there more, even if they're not pushing the shorts viewers. The name of the channel is just getting out there more and more and more. It's a snowball effect.
So those are your clues, folks.
Mostly numbers.
It's a shorts channel.
It was.
It uses a community tab a lot. And I guess Dan's voice is in some of the videos. Maybe. Those are your clues.
If you found it and you knew what my voice sounded like, it wouldn't be that much of a mystery.
Oh, it's revealing more.
My face certainly is not on it.
I'm not revealing any more, other than to say, Dan, at some point I would like you to do a case study on this on our channel. But there's no rush and no pressure. I
was going to tell you, I think maybe if it hits 20,000 subscribers, and I'm not benchmarking at 10, because I actually think I can get to 10. I think by the time it's getting close to 20, I'll have run out of ideas completely. That's what I'm worried about. So I don't know if I'll get it to 20 or not. But I think it's on track for 10.
All right, let's pick another question.
Oh, I didn't get to talk
we?
about the Minecraft ones though. That's been the opposite. Million views, no, really almost no return viewers. Very, very old channel with a lot of long form content on it. So I can relate to Monks at Uno there.
All right, let's try this one. They've put search term question in there, which has kind of sucked me in, but I didn't really read the question itself. Is it better to upload videos with lots of viewers and lots of competition, or low viewers and low competition as small channel? Well, obviously you want a combination of the two, in that you want lots of search and low competition, but that's not always going to happen. So this is where you're going to have to do the research. I think that the telltale sign always for me is if you're seeing multiple smaller channels ranking for a search term, it feels like there's opportunity there. Beyond like the keyword score and like beyond maybe what the search volume is, I think if there are small channels that have somehow found their way onto the search page in the last few days or weeks, there's something going on with both the audience and the way YouTube is sharing the content.
Yeah.
I guess the problem is with low views and low competition is that it might already be a dead search term. Let's say, for example, you might start to do some tutorials on God of War. I know it's a really random example, but I'm just thinking of a game that's a few years old that was really popular at one point. So you might think there's still a lot of people playing it. And the answer is yes, maybe there are, but there's already so many videos out there that are going to get the answers that people need. Unless you can find something new, then I think you're going to struggle a little bit.
Yeah. It's important to stay on top of trends whenever you can on YouTube, no matter what your niche is. And, going for something with low volume and a low competition, and you know what I mean? So there's almost no competition, but almost no one searching for it. That's the opposite of a trend. So you're kind of fighting an uphill battle there.
What you would need in that case is a super loyal community and lots of regular and return viewers. An example of this might be, because I'm studying this, return viewers data more, and some people are saying that my purple graph is well above my purple line is well above my blue line, which means that I've got a lot of return viewers, but YouTube's not bringing in any new viewers, and that might be because you've become super well established for a particular topic, and you've got a loyal fan base who are going to continue to watch you, but the search itself, the popularity of a topic has declined, so YouTube can't find a new audience. For example, a television series, you might have been covering it, again, bringing in lots of audience and people who are joining you in that journey, but the television series has ended, and you're going to keep talking about it because you feel there's a lot of lore, history, whatever that you can bring to an audience, or just like chat and react, like watching the TV series for a second time. There might be your core audience who's really into that, but YouTube can't find anybody new. Like Game of Thrones might be an example, super popular for a decade. It's probably channels that have built up a good loyal audience there. Maybe now they're now going through the books, and you're keeping a certain core audience, but there's just not enough of a new audience to keep the channel growing. And in some cases it's plateaued.
Yeah. Sometimes your own inspiration, your own ideas for something plateau as well. And you got to find a way. Is it something you can pivot with this channel, or is it time to, start a new channel, which would be tough, but sometimes you'd be surprised starting a new channel if how successful you can find it is, because now YouTube, you understand it a lot better, and you're very passionate about this new subject.
Right, I'll pick this one only because I think I can give a quick answer to this. My question, my niche is human behavior and why people do what they do, but I can't find keywords to rank for as it's not an established niche. But how can I find opportunities in your opinion? So can you remember, Dan, we've been talking about this creator like once a week. He keeps coming up. It's kind of becoming a mascot of the webinar Q&As. Can you remember who I'm talking about?
Crud. No.
Right, hang on. I think this is basically what this channel does now. I'm just finding it in the background.
You know that little thing they have in Men in Black that wipes people's memories?
Yeah.
After every one of these live streams, I use that, and then I go have lunch.
Right. So I think it's this channel, this Eric Wen.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Who has found his niche on YouTube, which is like human behavior. He's analyzing people. And if you look at the pivot, like, 6 months ago, he was getting like less than 1,000, maybe 1,000 views. And then he went on the topic of personality analyst reacts to somebody, and that got 70,000 views. Did it again, Emma Chamberlain, 200,000 views, and now he's pivoted his channel to human behavior. So maybe look at what he's doing in terms of his titles, a keyword and whatnot. Obviously, him reacting to people who are topical in the news right now, Meghan Markle being a great example. And also, I think Charisma on Command as a broader look at human behavior. He's one of the authorities in this area. So again, study his content as well.
Yeah. Great example. This guy is an example for anything. We keep coming back to this.
Yeah. Thumbnails, topic, all sorts of good stuff.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Right. I found a great question earlier on, but here we are. Is this it? Right. Let's is it? Yeah, it is. It's actually DC Universe Studios. All right. So hey, I'm wearing the shirt, by the way. There we go. I forgot about that. I didn't even realize. Hello, DC Studios. I don't want to play. I don't want to do Let's Plays on my channel, but the other two who are part of our team do. Our Let's Play is a bad idea for an MC channel. What's an MC channel? Minecraft channel, since everybody does them. All right, Dan, do you want to answer maybe the question about Let's Play first of all in Minecraft?
So for anyone who doesn't know, a Let's Play, we call it that. It's when folks are just sitting down and playing the game, basically. The idea is to add commentary, hopefully get some fun, organic moments. It sounds like, I didn't know this about DCU, but it sounds like you're creating content with two other people, which I would say plays to a whole different issue of now creative misunderstandings or creative conflict. You know, this is why bands break up sometimes. You know what I mean? So I just use the word breakup because I wonder if it's time for your friends have something they want to be doing and you have something you want to be doing. There's time to come to some kind of compromise there. But let's wait on that for a second. Our Let's Play is a bad idea for a Minecraft channel because everyone does them. Everyone does them for a reason, right? They're a lot of fun, and audiences who enjoy Minecraft creators engage with the Let's Plays. They watch them. So when we talk about returning viewers, we talk about the purple line, the blue line, you know, the new metric. One of the things you'll notice is that purple line, the returning viewers, tends to go up for that kind of content because viewers like to see those play out. But the problem is if your blue line remains flat, well under the purple line, you're not doing anything to bring in new people. So I always encourage, I'm sure you've heard me say this a million times, DCU, have a healthy balance. Yes, your friends want to do Let's Plays. There's no reason to stop if you have an audience for them and if you're all having fun, but you need to balance that with videos that are going to bring people in. Now, you can use the Let's Plays to do this if you cater them to being more helpful for the audience rather than helpful for you guys. You know, Let's Plays are also just for you to have fun. So can you make the episode about, hey, my friends and I made an automated cow farm and, you know, it was awesome. So you take people through the whole process of making it. Maybe it's a 15-minute episode, but now you can title the video, How to Make a Minecraft Cow Farm with 3 of your friends or something like that. So you can have it both ways, but again, it is tough. If you can go for simplistic at first, villager breeding, like we saw earlier, you know, it's a good way to start. You don't have to do one or the other. That was a very long answer, and it also contradicts itself a little bit, but I don't want to discourage people from having fun at the same time.
I'm just going to bring up this one and then go back to DC Studios. I guess like you say, Dan, in terms of if you start a channel as a collective, then you do have to, I guess, agree what that channel is going to be about at the outset to avoid these creative conflicts. It's no surprise to me how often teams of YouTube creators kind of break off and start their own channels because there's just always that creative instinct to go in a certain direction that you want to go in. So
yeah,
I don't know if DCU Studios is the team of 3 or it's another channel. I guess it's kind of just always keeping having your own creative outlet available, which it would be your own channel to express exactly what you want to express on your channel. What Dan, when you said that, like this is the band splitting up, I think what you should do is do what the Beatles did and do a Let's Play on top of on top of what was it? They did it in New York. When they went on top of a building and they played their final
Minecraft.
Yeah, so they'll just play Minecraft on top. They'll just do a let's play of Minecraft. For
do like a
on top
final
of the building.
blowout.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say a lot of creators in the gaming space will have their own channels, but the collaborations will be across channels. And Dream, I'm pretty sure Dream and friends do this all the time, where they have, it's their channel, but you see these other creators popping up. I've been in groups like this. It's a lot of fun. And I was running my own channel and I had my own videos going up, but then there'd be these crossovers and you can always promote them in fun ways. And that's the spirit of collaborating. I don't see how long-term you can take this channel and have 3 people who have an equal voice in it, take it to where it needs to go, especially if you're already having disagreements this early on. So why don't you all split off into your own channels and then have your crossover events and share those moments between your 3 channels rather than trying to cram all of your ideas into one? You've heard us talk so much about how your channel should be focused. But if you start letting everybody have their own different type of content, before you know it, the channel is not focused at all. And someone just subscribing is like, well, I don't even know what I'm going to get next week. I just subscribed to this channel, but it's different every single video.
TG Lawn Maintenance. How can I get my rating higher on your app? I can't seem to get past 55 out of 100. So what you're talking about here is the SEO score. This is where you're optimizing your titles, descriptions, and tags. The high score you can get before the video goes live is 50. And then depending on the performance of your video, you can get up to 100. My assumption is then that before the video goes live, you've probably got a SEO ranking between 35 and 50. And that essentially means that according to our tools, you've optimized the video as best you can in terms of metadata. But here's the crux of it. Metadata is becoming less and less important as YouTube's machine learning algorithms starts to look at other things in terms of audience engagement and analyzing, every single frame of the video. So this is where you need to combine this metadata that you've fully optimized to the things that are also super important. Those being the thumbnail itself, the title. Those are the 2 things that are going to get people to actually click and watch your videos. And then are they staying in the videos? That being watch time. Then what we've already talked about, this return viewer metric. Are people returning to watch your content? So it's kind of like thumbs up. You've done everything that vidIQ suggests you can do in terms of metadata, but you've now got to think about the human element of this. Is the thumbnail intriguing enough to click on? And once I'm watching the video, am I entertained or educated enough to stay through as long a duration as possible?
Yeah, it's a checklist. It's there for your reference.
Now then, I saw this question, but I was trying to find the channel behind it. It's kind of what we've already talked about. Attention! All right,
wrong hashtag, but we'll accept it.
I can't find the channel. They were just start talking about like some of they're getting lots of views on shorts, not many on long form content. And yeah, you're not alone here. A lot of people are struggling with this.
They're verified though, I think.
I'm still holding. Why can't I find him then? Why can't I not find off as a channel?
I would be concerned if I had a channel name that was over 100,000 subscribers, but typing it in did not surface.
Look, I'll share it with you. I mean, this is a bit weird. All right, I've still got it up. Look, what? So I've done the search, but it's not there.
Oh, you got to capitalize the O.
That's going to make a difference?
No.
So. Watch it make a difference now. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Your channel's not there. Maybe that's why no one can watch your videos on desktop.
It might be time to update your name, the great and powerful oof or something. I mean,
yeah. What's the right pronunciation? Is it off, oof, or is it 0 of?
Attention, my channel don't find on search.
Yeah.
No, it does not.
I've not got any good answers for you there, other than to agree with you in that you're the same as a lot of people. It still feels as if like the YouTube Shorts discovery distribution algorithm is completely separate to the long form discovery distribution algorithm, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I'd like some more clarity from YouTube about that, but I don't think they'll ever give you an answer, to be honest.
Start using the community tab. It's been a very interesting experiment on my end. Use it every single day. Ask questions, do polls, make it about your audience, and just do more things to get your channel out there in front of these people.
That's so curious, isn't it? And because the live stream chat now doesn't allow you to go directly to somebody's channel,
we can't.
Yeah, you're right. It's verified. So what is going on there? Is it because it's a 0 instead of a? I'm curious now. Dan, find a question while I investigate.
Okay. Yep. I'm seeing a lot of spam. I'm not going to even look at spam questions. If you copy and paste it a million times, please be respectful of everybody in chat. Okay. We get this one a few times, and we still have a clear answer for you. But Cody, is it better to have a channel for shorts and a main channel, and the shorts videos could be driven more by a personality of the creator? I struggle to use the word better because it's kind of up to you and your goals. But if it would make you feel better, then certainly it's better to have a shorts channel separate from your main channel. I would say the only way I can say this definitively is yes, is if your shorts are completely different than your main videos. If you're splitting your audience, because my shorts are about this game, but my long form content is about me traveling and those adventures. You definitely want to separate those. But if your shorts and your longs are cut from the same fabric, then yeah, you're gonna see views that are spiky. You're gonna get subscribers from those. You're gonna get frustrated because they're not coming back. So your returning viewers are less somehow. Is that a bad thing? It's still more views. It's more attention to your main channel. It's kind of up for you to decide. I'm sure Rob has some extra opinions there. Maybe.
Sorry, no? I was still searching. So yeah, I can't find it. Hashtag Team YouTube, or use since you've got 228,000 subscribers, you should have the support.
Oh yeah,
thing. Just tell them. Say, yeah, can't find it. I was actually on a live stream where the host couldn't find it.
You probably send them the link to this part of the live stream about an hour and 5 minutes in.
Yeah. I completely missed the previous question, Dan. I do apologize.
Should the shorts be on a separate channel? And I basically said that if they're cut from the same fabric, it doesn't necessarily hurt. But if they're completely different, then it's up. Then definitely they should be on separate channels. But it's really up to you and your goals.
What we've been doing on vidIQ is that we've been doing 1 or 2 shorts a week, which are very focused. It's kind of like the same content, but we're just finding a way to turn it into 60 seconds. Like my idea is, I think people would still appreciate YouTube updates, and I feel as if that's the thing that we can squeeze into a minute if we don't add any, extra information and commentary to it. And those aren't impacting our channel. They're not having a negative impact. And then we're just doing completely experimental stuff on a completely different shorts channel.
Yeah.
To varying degrees of success and failure.
Well, I mean, think of it this way too. One of our goals, I think it's fair to say, is we would love a gold play button. And we're very close. What if we did a few shorts on vidIQ's channel? They blew up and we got more subscribers than we normally would have gotten. But they don't come back. Do we still get our gold play button? Yeah, probably. Do we care though? Are we upset that those extra 200,000 people don't return to our content? It's a bit disappointing. But at the same time, we know that subscribers, like the video you just did, are dead. Their subscriber is a vanity metric. It doesn't mean if it ever meant anything, it does not mean what it used to mean. It's a measure of how someone felt about your channel in a moment of time. They basically gave a thumbs up, a seal of approval, but they could very easily move on. And just like viewers that are not subscribed, YouTube treats them the same. If you stop watching the videos of the channel you subscribe to, the YouTube will stop surfacing them to you, and they will just exist in your sub feed for you to go find at a later date, maybe.
Dan, did you just unload a blasphemy bombshell there by telling us that subscribers don't mean anything? Who would say something like that in a video?
A monster.
In a video that's 10 minutes long and was published on Monday.
A complete monster.
Wow. Wow. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, let's just so I'm a medicine student. Should I start my YouTube channel? I'm just going to stop reading right there and say yes. Yeah, any person who wants to start a YouTube channel should start one today and not stop thinking about it. That's just my general advice, because I always say Anybody who's thinking about starting a YouTube channel is procrastinating. YouTube in general, I believe, hates procrastination because if it can't find the content from you, it's just going to go and find it from somewhere else. It's not going to wait around. And in the time you've been thinking about your YouTube channel, there's probably, I would say, let's pull this out and say maybe 10 similar medical students who are starting new YouTube channels at least every single week. So that's what I would say there. And then if yes,
can I answer the second part?
Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
The niche should be Minecraft.
Oh, so a medicine Minecraft channel.
No, I was just kidding.
Yeah, so hang on, yeah. So but
I don't want
here.
I don't want to decide somebody's niche for them.
Yeah, this is not something we can tell you. If you need to know what niche you want to make content about, then you're not passionate about that niche, and that's just going to show so much in your content. It sounds like you want to start a YouTube channel to make money. That's where my mindset is going. If you need somebody to tell you what to make videos about, you know, this is your platform. It's an open platform. Share what you're passionate about. I assume it's because you want to help other medical students go through their journey, a very noble one. I would, if I was a medical student, I would love to know more about that. I think I'm actually reading Dara Lee's book here, which I didn't, do this on purpose. I have a book open like that. It's just there. I was reading it yesterday.
Well, you look very smart.
He was talking about the Legal Eagle and how he wanted to share his knowledge of the legal system with students, but then he wanted to broaden his horizons, and he did that by bringing his legal experience into popular culture. And so he was talking about things that were happening in the world legally, which blew up his channel. So, if you're thinking about as a medicine student, obviously the COVID-19 has been a big thing over the last year. I'm not necessarily saying you focus on that, but if there are things in the medical world that laymen like me might be interested in, that's who you need to try and touch with your content. Well, so yes, start your channel and your niche is whatever you're most knowledgeable about, have a biggest passion for, and want to share with the world.
That may not be what you're going to school for, by the way. If you're passionate about cooking, you could start a cooking channel alongside your medicine studies, and it can be a great way for you to escape a little bit. Maybe you've had a long day of tests and studying, and you're like, gosh, you know what? I can't wait to do my cooking video later. You can use YouTube as an escape, but we definitely urge you to do something you are passionate about, something you can do for a long time, and that won't feel like work when you do it. Obviously, editing videos, things like that are work. There's inherently work involved, but don't make the fun part, the content itself, a slog. If you're doing that, you're doing it wrong.
Go on, Dan. I think it's your turn to pick a question. I feel as if I've done quite a few in a row.
This looks like an interesting question, but probably hard to answer, but I'm gonna pick it anyway. My audience retention percentage looks quite low, but my relative audience retention is broadly above average for the length of my videos. Is that a good thing?
So relative audience retention is based off of similar channels to you. So I guess the example is probably here at vidIQ, in a sense that our audience retention does seem relatively low. It's usually in the 30 to 40%. Of course, Dan and I would always like that to be higher, but I think it's the nature of perhaps our topics, and it's educational. People are wanting to get answers. They can very quickly get frustrated and move on. But again, that's still maybe a failing of us, and I want to improve that. Having said that, our relative audience retention, I think, is generally slightly above average, which means that we're doing better than most in the YouTube growth education sector on YouTube. So how do you make that better? That's when you really start to dive into the detail of watching your videos and looking at that audience retention graph and seeing where there are big drop-offs. Something that I'm still playing with and trying to improve is our intros, because we're losing, generally speaking, 30 to 40% of our audience in the first 30 seconds. And it's always an uphill struggle from there. I mean, things I've tried, I'm now practicing cutting off the music in the videos a lot earlier, thinking that the the undertone of the music might be distracting to people. I'm now starting to think about getting rid of our title. You know, I have like a 3 to 4 second title. I do like an intro and then a title. I'm thinking of maybe getting rid of that. I know, Dan, that you've experimented with asking a question in the first 30 seconds to keep people engaged. So you're just really getting into the detail now. And that just comes with time. And just, I know this is a bit of a cop-out answer, but if you put in the effort and study the data, you will start to figure it out. But it does take time.
Yeah. That's all I can say. I agree completely.
Good, Dan, thanks.
All right. Okay, kind of broad, but let's see. What's your advice on starting an art channel? I really like art, and I was thinking about starting a channel in the future. Well, start right now. First of all, we already covered that.
Yep.
But it really depends on the type of art you're doing. Like we have one channel here we talked to quite a bit called the Artist Haven, and she does like acrylic pouring, and that is a bit tough. So my advice won't really count for a channel like that. But I can tell by your logo you like to draw, which is cool. So I would say a good place to start would be to draw things that are trending in some way. So Falcon and Winter Soldier is about to release on Disney Plus. If that's something you enjoy, maybe you could draw the characters from the show leading up to the event, and then during the season itself, you could be drawing different things, speed drawing, whatever. You want to do things, though, that will get discovered in search. You're going to be an unknown channel on the platform, brand new. So the best bet is to draw things that anyone could end up searching for potentially. Because if you start with your own characters and your own story, your own themes, none of that is going to show up in search, and you're going to have a struggle ranking. Are we pulling something up or something?
Yeah, so somebody's made a good suggestion here, so I'm going to try it just for the next 20 minutes, see if this works. I'm going to enable slow mode, which is going to hopefully prevent people spamming questions a little bit, and it means that we can maybe find them a little bit. This might not work, but it's
it will.
It's a possible suggestion, so let's try it. So what we've done now is I've enabled slow mode so that people can only send a question every minute.
I would have done that at the start had I known it wasn't on. I kind of assumed it was.
So yeah, I think I had set it to 20 seconds for channel audits, but maybe it got changed at some points. Right. So let's try this now. What is the main key for success for a gaming channel? A shorts, a tutorial, and in general, and so on. So I'll quickly start this, then I'll probably add more. I think because there are so many gaming channels out there, your biggest challenge is to get discovered to begin with. And I think you do that, first of all, through search. And that is like giving answers to questions, tutorials, etc., the how-to solutions, top fives, all of the common search phrases. And once you start to build up an audience and become a bit of an authority, then you can start to take your loyal audience on a bit more of a journey of them finding out about you and your personality. You have to get discovered first. That is a real challenge. And that's how you pitch your video to an audience. And then once people are in the content, then you can start to add a lot of variety and personality and so on. But Dan, please take it away. He's definitely
Thank you for that. You've just destroyed our future chat now. It's just gone.
Hashtag Dad.
No one will ever let us live that down. Okay, so yeah, everything Rob said, obviously, because I focus on search a lot on this channel when I talk about growing a gaming channel, and I'm sure for folks who have been doing this a while, that can be a little frustrating, but we get a lot of people who are new, and they're like, well, how do I get discovered? And search is the first way. As time goes on, that is when you start experimenting with, hey, I saw this creator that I follow doing something. I want to do my version of it. And maybe it's not the hottest thing going on in your game, but at the same time, it's a trend for now. You know, by hottest thing, I mean, it's not like a long-term how to breed villagers in Minecraft. It's more of like a mini game that's trending in this moment, you know, jump on those trends later. Thanks, Dad. Jump on those trends when you can. I'm totally losing my train of thought. Focus on getting discovered in search though. And that's why I constantly hammer on about make content that's valuable to these folks.
It is officially vidIQ Father's Day here. This is to all of the dads out there. and Dan. All right, let's pick another one. I am going to.
They're wasting their slow mode opportunity to say something. just to say dad.
Yep.
We should make slow mode 5 minutes and I'll put a stop to it. This could be controversial. I'm going to click it. Are there any types of ads I should turn off? I got monetized literally today, so I have no clue. Well, congrats on being monetized.
Yeah, well done. Well done on
that. For a new channel, I would say less is more. Turn off mid-rolls because, oh my gosh, how obnoxious. And I would turn off post-rolls because by the time people get to the end of the video, they're definitely not going to see the post-roll. And also you have a chance to have them roll into your next video. So you don't want the ad interrupting that. And pre-rolls, I think, are widely accepted on YouTube. I think all of us expect to see pre-roll ads if we don't have YouTube Premium, and that's just the life we live. So that would be my formula.
I would let YouTube decide what to do to begin with and just closely monitor your analytics for the first month and see if there's any huge drop-offs. As you say, Dan, I think now ads are a part of YouTube and people are used to them. So I wouldn't be thinking about necessarily turning anything off right now. This is your reward. Your content is monetized now. Let's start enjoying that a little bit and earning some money back. And as I say, if you're noticing a sudden drop off in audience retention or if people unsubscribing, then you've got a problem. But just like with everything else, I think you need to see some of the data. And I think YouTube have already got very good at knowing when and how to display ads for viewers on the platform.
Yeah,
a slightly different answer, but yeah, well done on getting monetized.
Yeah, congrats. Very specific question here, but I have experience how to get more views in Minecraft Shorts tutorials. I started like my first Minecraft short that blew up to over 1 million views was a tutorial. I think that you can do better with more funny kind of moments rather than teachable ones because search isn't a huge factor in shorts and tutorials are more focused on search. So there's nothing wrong with doing a tutorial. I've had success. I've tried it a few times in different places. Worked pretty well. But do you have any funny ideas to tell a quick story? That's going to do a bit better in shorts.
This one here from Elisha's Life. How do I keep my videos ranking high in search? I have 2 videos ranking in the top 5 with 40 subscribers. That sounds pretty cool. How do I keep them there? Thanks in advance. # thanks, Dad. I would just make more content. If you're already ranking, once the video's out and it's performing as is, there's little you can do to keep it ranked highly. Because you don't really want to change the thumbnails and the titles of something that is ranking highly. And unfortunately, there's competition out there. Somebody's going to make some videos that are perhaps going to replace yours. So you want to preempt that by making better versions. For example, we've done this now for the last 3 consecutive years. How to start a gaming channel on YouTube. We make an updated version every single year with new advice and tips. And that keeps us ranked highly with those videos. So I would say make more content because you want to try and plug that search term and become the authority. If you search YouTube Shorts right now on vidIQ, not on vidIQ, on YouTube, that's what I'm kind of trying to do because I know more and more people are searching about YouTube Shorts. I want to try and give as much information as possible, and I want people to be YouTube Shorts. vidIQ's got a video about that, and Benji Travis keeps doing this on Clubhouse. He keeps telling everybody to go to my YouTube Shorts videos, which is fantastic. And I guess the reason is because whenever he's done a search, he's seen us come up and feels as if we provide good content. So yeah, it's not about keeping those current videos there. It's about perhaps making more videos that are going to help you rank for that similar search topic.
Correct.
Thank you. Thanks, Dad.
Come on. Why are you making it worse? No.
Say this one. Simply Chris. Whoa. Hit 100,000 subscribers. Well done to you, sir. There's an applaud there. And hopefully you'll be going after your play button which you should be eligible for. So what should we be paying attention to for healthy growth? Currently, I pay attention to retention and a new versus return view. So I think you're basically looking at the two most crucial analytics there. I think obviously click-through is important, but with a channel of your size, hopefully YouTube is continuing to share your content. So the click-through rate may go up and down depending on how many impressions that are being sent out. Without knowing more about your channel, it's difficult to say. Maybe if you haven't started doing live streams yet, that might be something worth experimenting with, because you've probably got a big enough community to do that. But yeah, I think audience retention and new versus return viewers is exactly what you should be doing in terms of analytics. I think also what you may also want to think about is maybe evaluating your presence in the topic space, in that can you now compete with channels which say like have 1 million subscribers? You know, we try and say to channels not necessarily to do exactly the same videos as a 1 million subscriber channel, because you're competing in sort of rarefied air, but you're now reaching that platform for yourself. So I think you can do maybe direct videos to those big competitors.
Channel looks really cool, by the way.
Oh, I was going to have a look, Dan, while you were maybe adding some new stuff.
Oh, yeah.
This.
Oh, sorry. I'm closing windows I shouldn't be closing. Hold on. Okay. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. All right. Here we go. I think people can relate to this. Wait, that's not what I meant to click.
I'll tell you what you should try, simply, Chris. Maybe you should experiment, if you haven't already done this, starting a separate shorts channel as an experiment, if you've not done that yet. If you have the time and the wherewithal to maybe do it, just in case later on down the line, just in case later on in the year YouTube monetizes YouTube Shorts. You know, I think with your comedy style content, VR comedy style content, yeah, I wonder how. It'd be interesting if you could do VR Shorts, but yeah, I guess the cropped vertical format may make it even more challenging for VR Shorts.
Probably.
But you know, who else is doing VR Shorts right now? I mean, you could become one of the leaders in that space.
Yeah, I didn't mean to click this question. I was trying to click another one and just jumped on me. Can you have a look at search term volume for pranks and challenges channels? I would say that vidIQ is a free tool that you could download and absolutely investigate that. Next time you're looking around on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the biggest pranks and challenges are on YouTube right now, but this is where we can only do so much of the work. You have to have some sort of inkling of what the pranks and challenges are, and presumably you know this because you're following channels in the pranks and challenges space. And I think also TikTok's probably a good place to go to discover lots of different pranks and challenges that are going on very quickly because of the way you can consume a lot of shorts content in a small amount of time.
Let's see here. Seeing questions that would require us to basically go into channels and do some investigating, which is more of a thing we do on Tuesdays. We do channel audits. So if you're asking a question, just be sure it's a little more general. If it requires us to kind of pull up your channel because you're asking, what did I do wrong? We're not doing that live stream today.
Okay. Polyglot Panda learning Spanish with TV series. You really think shorts is going to be huge, but I think doing shorts would confuse my audience because of the type of videos I make. Should I create a new channel for shorts only? All right. I'm just going to show you this screen. All right. So this is hashtag short. Oh, sorry, I need to hide your question. Hashtag shorts. I remember when I did a video on this topic and I showed this page 2 weeks ago. And I think the number of videos was something like 4.5 million. The number of channels was, I think, 600, 700,000. So in 2 weeks, the number of hashtag shorts being used in titles has almost doubled. And I think YouTube said like 3 weeks ago, there were 3.5 billion views, 3.5 billion daily YouTube shorts views. I wouldn't be surprised now if that's up around 4.5 billion. So yes, I think YouTube shorts is already huge. As for you, this is where I think, yeah, to experiment to begin with, let's just create a new channel for shorts only and just don't have expectations right now of it blowing up immediately, because I think language learning education is going to be something a little tricky on shorts right now, just because of the way the discovery is working. I mean, Dan, if you want to quickly add something, I'm going to see if I can find some successful shorts. I'm just going to close the screen, see if we can find anything.
I just think that there's going to be a bit of a thing here. Certain channels will realize, I think, that shorts are just not for everybody. It's the same reason you wouldn't bring your content to a platform like TikTok or Instagram. Maybe the audience just aren't, hanging out on those platforms. YouTube Shorts is so different than traditional YouTube that I think the viewers of that content are just going to, they might as well be on a different platform at the end of the day because of the way they're discovering content and what they're interested in. So certain channels like gaming, great for shorts, all kinds of funny moments, shareable things. If you're trying to teach someone something like valuable, like learning another language, I don't know how that translates to shorts. It's certainly worth testing. I think anything's worth testing. Oh, this is interesting. See?
All right. So, I mean, this is a very, very quick search, but it looks as if somebody is experimenting. A Spanish channel is experimenting with shorts. And even though they've only got 50 subscribers, some of these shorts are getting way more views than subscribers. So I think there is potential there. But as I say, you're worried about confusing your audience. And I think that's a very valid point for your channel. So I think you should just create a new channel and experiment there. So you've got nothing to lose and potentially quite a lot to gain. And if it is working, then you can maybe start to transition some of those shorts and experiment on your main channel.
Yeah. To me, though, like this content here is very search driven. This is very specific. I want to learn how to say a certain thing in Spanish. And I just don't think you're going to be, surface shorts when you go and do those searches. So while people watching these might find something cool, I just don't know if they come back for more unless they really want to dive into a full-blown lesson in Spanish, which is what your main channel will be doing. Maybe it could work. It's hard to say. Okay, here we go. We have experience with this. Are manual closed captions a big difference than auto? Worth the time and expense to do, even on Rev, $10 for 10-minute video adds up?
Yeah, this is a bit of a tricky question for us because it's kind of like we send it to Rev, it goes through, like a company credit card, so it's kind of like paid for by the business.
Yeah.
If it was a more personal level, then I don't know if I would pay for captions, because it's a tricky one. The auto translations are not too bad from YouTube. It's more frustrating when, for some weird reason, YouTube just doesn't auto translate for no reason whatsoever. Or I had it in the past where it was translating some of our videos into South Korean. No idea why. It just did that on 1 or 2 videos a few years ago. I think what you should do here is check your analytics and see if you can justify it. And that would be, I'm just finding this in the background. Go to channel analytics, and then is it audience, I think? And then from audience, I think it's one of the bottom panels. My channel page is taking ages to load. So let's bring this up. So you can see here that 13% of our audience is turning on captions. And when we get 2.5 million, we get about 2 million views a month. So that is like 250,000 people who are turning on captions. That sounds, I guess it's scale, isn't it? Like, for the more people who watch, the cheaper effectively captioning your content becomes. And, just from a general point of view, if you can make your content more accessible to more people, i.e. people who are hard of hearing and use subtitles, or if your audience is watching your content in hard of hearing places. I mean, it's not quite as relevant right now with the pandemic, but when people were commuting to work, they might be having subtitles on their content. That's a decision for you to make. I mean, always the answer to this is, if you're not sure, test it for 5 to 10 videos and see what results come out of that. But yeah, I mean, we take it even further, because what we do is we have a channel called vidIQ en español and a vidIQ in Russian. I don't know what the Russian translation is, but we actually get professional voice actors to translate our content. You know, so like somebody dubs me. Yeah, shall I? Actually, Dan, I'm going to bring that up. That might be fun.
So the other thing too, no, I lost it.
The other thing is
the other thing is, you know, good question.
The other thing is good question. Right, hang on. I'm getting there. I want people to hear me in Spanish now. So whoa. All right, stop screen. I need to reshare because I need to turn on the audio for this to work. Share audio. Right, okay. You ready for this, folks? This is me. That's the Spanish version of Rob Wilson on vidIQ en español.
Entonces, ¿quieres saber cómo conseguir más vistas? Bueno, es muy simple. Subes un video A, luego subes un video B, y luego le dices a YouTube que quieres ver las vistas.
I was kind of hoping that I would be on screen as well, because it just doesn't. Hang on.
¿Qué video tiene más vistas?
There we go. This is me speaking in Spanish. Hopefully. Come on.
Los videos de tu canal en sus primeras 24 horas en YouTube. En nuestro canal son alrededor de 7,500 vistas. Así que cuéntanos en...
Or not cool is that? I'll stop sharing.
No. It could be just something you do as your business grows too. You know, right now it is a business expense, and you need to determine if that's the priority right now, or if that money could be better used growing the channel in other ways. So, you know, if YouTube would just punctuate their auto captions, it'd be so much easier to go in and edit them myself.
Oh, you would do that, would you? I've
done them in some gaming videos. I've done them for myself.
Back in the day before we used to use Rev, I did download the auto translations and then punctuate and correct them, and it took about 15 to 20 minutes to do.
I used their tool to do it, or I was, and then I just kind of did Rev for a little bit, and then I'm like, I don't know if this is really worth the money, but if they would just do punctuation to the best of their ability, it would be such a good jumping off point, and it'd be so much easier to go in and just correct the little bits here and there and then post it.
I should also point out, by the way, Unilingo, the company who does this for us, they do a phenomenal job in that we just give them a list of videos and then they fully translate everything. As you saw, they also translated the text in the video itself, as well as doing the professional voiceover. So if you did ever want to take your translations to the next level with a foreign language channel, I definitely do recommend Unilingo.
All right, what else we got? Let's see.
Go on, let's get a question from our resident butler here, Zenzaris. Some people may understand what that reference is. How would you title more linear games rather than open-ended sandboxy games? So is this like, how would you title a Super Mario game versus Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah. Does
it matter the context of the game? Isn't the context of the video more important?
A sandbox is going to be more how-to friendly, right? Everyone's playing in their own style.
So.
A linear game like Mario, like how to what? Like just play the levels.
How to jump, how to squash a Koopa, how to collect coins.
Yeah. I was going to say it'd be more about, I think, intrigue. And I know that's not a great answer, but you'd want your titles to just kind of get people to click, because what are people going to get if they watch it, right? Are they just going to get you playing Mario, or are they going to get your top 10 fails in Mario? You know what I mean? So linear games can lend themselves to that type of content. You just got to figure out here's the thing, basic YouTube advice. What is in it for the viewer when you post a video? And be thinking about that as you're writing your title and coming up with the idea in the first place and getting your description and all that. I don't know if you're about to pull something up or...
I was looking at another question, see if I could maybe come up with an answer, but I don't think I can. No, I can't.
Let's see. I keep updating chat and then my eyes have to like readjust.
Let's quickly try this one. How do you title your videos to get views? Okay, so I guess that's an interesting question in that you do title your videos to a certain extent to possibly appear in search. But then you've also got to consider the emotional trigger element to this. And that is where the thumbnail is going to kind of help you with the title. I can't think of any examples off the top. I mean, I guess there's this one. I really didn't know if this was going to work when we did it. Although I might have changed the title now. Hang on, let me check. There we go. Right. So can you see this one at the very top? Like I didn't really have any search intent on this one. I was just going for the emotional trigger and nothing else. And the video's done okay. It's not done brilliantly, but the idea was that this video is about how we, who were supposedly YouTube educators, we screwed up. We made a video that didn't do very well. To be honest, it was one of Dan's videos. Just to be clear here, it had nothing to do with me. But that's the emotional trigger there, and you've got to think of the viewer, like what is going to trigger them to maybe click on your video through intrigue, suspense, storytelling, etc., etc. So yes, there is sometimes a certain element of search and discovery, but at the same time, there needs to be I think actually this is a good example. I think I wasn't going to use this, but I've decided I will do. The video I actually made on Monday. Is it there? This one here. So the YouTube algorithm is kind of my search intent, but doesn't care about your subscribers is the emotional aspect of that. It's me trying to tell you that in some aspects, YouTube doesn't care about you and it doesn't care about their subscribers. You'll have to watch the video to find out why. And then I'm hoping that the thumbnail complemented that by, kind of tongue in cheek saying that subscribers as a concept died this year, which I actually think that the subscribers have been dead as a really valuable data point for about 3 or 4 years now. But yeah, I needed it to be current, so I put in 2021.
I would say about 2013 or so.
Yeah, even maybe all the way back.
A lot of creators I followed back then were complaining that, sub feed this and that. And yeah, it's been a thing. So
yeah, why would you click on this video? It's because what YouTube does, is this new information? Is this like controversial? And it kind of is. And yeah, this video is doing pretty well. Yes, for us, 25,000 views in the first 48 hours is considered solid and a good performance. And hopefully it'll turn into evergreen content. There is another one I did as well about the cheat code being unlocked. That kind of was trying to tap into the gamer aspects of it, but I can't. Oh, there we are. So cheat code unlocked. Again, that was kind of my emotional trigger to the gamification way of YouTube. And that video is doing very well. That's got 75,000 views in the last week. So I'm proud about that. So I don't know if that helps. Hopefully it does. Hopefully that was kind of a way to describe how some of the titling structure requires you to get into the mindset of your potential viewer.
Nicely done on this
video. Thanks, Dad.
So proud of you. All right. Sorry. Trying to find questions here.
Clickbait all the way. Clickbait all the way. So on the video I actually did on Monday about that title, because I knew it was going to be a bit of a clickbaity title. In fact, do you know what? Let's just play that bit of a video. I think I can do this, right? All right. Yeah, let's try this. You're actually going to watch one of my videos within here, right? Dan,
what?
just talk a little bit. Provide some sort of answer.
Yeah, clickbait. So I think you said this the other day, actually. Like it's only clickbait if the video doesn't deliver on its promise.
You're just about to say everything that I'm going to say in this thing.
I thought you said this in the live stream, so I didn't think I was blowing your spot there. You said to answer the question. I know. Don't be mad at me. You demanded that I answer that question.
I can't find it. Where is it? Oh, no, I've pressed the wrong button completely now. Hang on. Oh, this is rubbish live streaming stuff, isn't it? Me just watching off screen trying to find something.
Watching your own videos as we do. What's distracting Rob from this week's live stream? Which of our videos is doing it?
I've just realized as well I've missed out a chapter in this video as well.
Oh my! Now you're editing the video.
Yeah. My internet is going so slow as well that it's just not allowing me to do anything.
Why does it always do this? I'm not trying to move on to this question.
Dan's gone.
Is it worth it to use tags in the description or that increase your views? I'm not sure what this question means. Don't just stuff your tags in your description. Make your title and your description and your tags follow a cohesive theme, and make your description human readable, please. Don't just keyword stuff it. It's not going to work. Now, that's my answer to that question. And I'm only sounding frustrated, not with you, Mousify, but with the fact that this thing keeps jumping on me, and I was trying to answer another question I saw. Your turn. I'll find it, maybe.
Nah, my YouTube internet is just broken right now. I can't get that bit of a sec. Right.
I'm trying to grow
on that. Right.
I've been trying to grow my Roblox channel. Do you have any tips? Should I promote on Facebook? My Roblox channel. Wait. Should you promote your Roblox channel on Facebook? Is that what you're asking? I always like to discourage people from trying to take their content and just put it wherever they hopefully will get some views, because YouTube has its own system built in for search and discovery. Certainly if there's a community and you're encouraged to post your videos, but that's kind of hard to find. A lot of people end up just all posting their videos, but no one actually is there to watch videos. So that's the kind of community I'm imagining. If you want to grow your Roblox channel, pick a game within Roblox that you're good at, that you enjoy, that you can make a whole bunch of videos on. And then what's in it for the audience? Why should they watch you? What are you going to show them about the game that is fun, that they weren't thinking of before, that they might want to learn for themselves? Make your content about your audience.
I found the next question, but I was just trying to find the answer
for your audience.
Background. Yes. So Dan, can you read out the question while I find the answer?
Yes. Can you please explain the keyword inspector, how it works properly to be able to choose the right tags?
So Dan and I have already covered this in detail on one of his live streams. We kind of briefly covered it today, but let me just share the struggles I'm having here. Like, everything is just buffering, which is incredibly frustrating. And now the title's obscured by the question, and I can't find the question to hide it. Right. So you want to search. Oh, and now that banner's in the way. Oh, dear. Right. The video is called How to Research YouTube Keywords Fast. If you search for that on YouTube, maybe stick vidIQ at the end of the search, you will find a full explainer of how the keyword inspector works and how you can use it. That's a really long answer to the question. I do apologize. But yeah, essentially, we've already explained this. And this is the live stream that you want to watch.
Yeah, and it's only the first like 20 minutes or so, and then it goes into Q&A again. So, you know, you won't have to watch the whole thing. This is 2 hours. I'm not watching this. It's not the whole thing.
All right, Dan, I've made a decision. Yes. I think for the last 10 minutes, we should answer non-YouTube related questions. I think we should turn this into the Dan and Rob section, whereby they can ask us questions about us, but not like necessarily personal, private questions or whatever. You know, just like things outside of YouTube. Like, I don't know what our favorite game is, or just non-YouTubey things. Should we try that?
We've given a lot of value today. I think we deserve that. I think we deserve to talk about ourselves a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about ourselves. So I'm going to now watch the concurrent viewers like a hawk here. We're currently at 217, so I'm wondering how many people we're going to lose. So we're not going to answer any more questions about YouTube. But we are going to answer questions. Yeah, like this one from Kareem Adib. What is your favorite hobby outside of YouTube? Mine used to be playing sports, badminton, football, but I've done less of that since I moved to Canada. So I tend to now play a lot of video gaming. I must confess, I've turned into the worst casual gamer ever whereby I will just play games single player, don't play multiplayer whatsoever. I just want to play games on Xbox Live because it's so good. It's like a Netflix of gaming, and then move on to other stuff. Dan, you're going to give me the same answer, aren't you?
Is there a hobby outside YouTube?
Yeah, well, and gaming.
No, I play a lot of games for myself. Going back to YouTube advice just for a moment, I learned a long time ago that taking every game I love and trying to stream it or make content out of it is a great way to burn out on your favorite hobby, which is games. So I play a lot of games that I don't bring out to the public because it's for me. I get to recharge my batteries doing that. And I watch a lot of TV as well. Like TV's just, we're still in the golden age of television. It's been years now, and like I don't recommend movies to anybody anymore. It's always some kind of show that I'm watching.
Jasper is also a significant hobby of mine right now.
I thought you were gonna say like binge watches a lot of television or something.
All right, that was all right. For you. What Lego build have you done lately? So the problem is for me that I've literally run out of space in this apartment where I can't build anything else and put it anywhere. The last thing I built was actually, I'll go get it. Yeah, Dan, you answer another question. I'll go get what the last thing I built.
Someone said, "What's my favorite show?" I watch a lot of TV shows. Certain ones I wouldn't recommend because I don't know how old everybody is here. So like stuff comes to mind. I'm like, can't recommend that. Can't recommend that. There's a show on Sci-Fi right now, and wouldn't normally turn on Sci-Fi, but it's a comedy. It's called Resident Alien. It's pretty funny. I was really surprised that because I'm never on that side of the cable network spectrum, but Resident Alien is one I would recommend if you're looking for a good comedy. All right, Rob's got something.
Okay, let's get myself full screen for this.
All right.
I can. So this was the last thing I built. I'm sure you all know what this is, but you can answer it in the comments. I think this is about a 1,300 pieces build. Probably took 4 or 5 hours. And that was the last thing to go on a shelf before I ran out of room.
I was going to say, is that an end table now?
This is just one of those book holder things. I built 2 of these, and it just holds books in between. So I need to now buy a bigger apartment or house or have like a dedicated bedroom.
There you go, Lego channels. That's where you can take your content. Are you out of space for your Legos? Then that's how you pivot into real estate.
Yeah, there you go. That's for the Arizona real estate nerd.
Oh, oops. All right. Let's see.
I watched it until I'll tell you what, I watched it until what's his name? The guy Negan, until he came into it. There was an entire season of Willy Won't He Attack the
Wow, you too.
Sanctuary.
That's where I stopped.
I got so bored and frustrated by it, I gave up. And actually, I do an impression of Negan.
Oh boy!
Whereby all he did for an entire season is he waltzed around. Like, just imagine this is a
bat.
Yeah, he just waltzed around like this and went, "Whoa, wow," and that was it. And that really frustrated me.
That's about when I stopped watching. I think his first season, I suffered through it. I didn't enjoy it. And then after that, the next season came out and I just stopped watching. My friends who were really into it, like, did you see? I'm like, no, I didn't see. I'm watching good shows again.
Apparently it got good afterwards again, didn't it? When I don't want to spoil anything, but I heard it got good again after a couple of seasons of that wretchedness.
I don't want to go back and catch up now, though. You know, I enjoyed the show in its heyday, and now some things just need to end. I get very critical of TV shows. Don't start me. I won't be able to stop. First post-lockdown holiday destination. Oh. I'm going to Disney World.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I want to go to Orlando. It's been a few years since I've been, and I just want to get into that vacation vibe again. Universal Studios, Cape Canaveral, all of those wonderful, glorious places.
I want to agree with you. Just part of this whole experience has made me so nervous about sitting in a chair that 100 other people have sat in that same day, like a movie theater or a ride.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of like, did we learn nothing? Nah, let's go on the roller coaster. So I don't know. I will probably go there. I won't live my life in fear like that. But I don't know what the first place will be. I'm not thinking that far ahead.
Zenzarius, I made a video about this, or an animated video about this. If you search how to go full-time on YouTube vidIQ, hopefully you should find it. The short answer is I made a very simple tutorial. I was giving value out to my community. I included a vidIQ in a tweet about that video. And within 24 hours, the CEO had contacted me, and I was doing freelance work from there on. And then 2 years afterwards, I became, I guess, I was the face of vidIQ from then. But 2 years after doing that freelance work, I became a full-time member of the team. So yeah, that's a brief story of me. And then Dan, let us. How did you get involved with vidIQ?
I was reached out to. I think the company was doing.
You were headhunted. Wow.
Yeah, I think the company was doing some recruiting, and I was reached out to, and I was helping out our social media manager at the time, who needed to leave, for an extended leave. And I don't want to say too much. I don't know what I'm at liberty to say. And then from there I was making videos and just kind of rolled into it from kind of like a contract to a, full-time deal.
I just want to say I was a huge influence in getting Dan on full-time. It's all down to me. So he owes me everything. That. So that's why he's, the threat is always there. Dan always has to be super kind to me. I can make as many jokes as I can about him, and he can't retort or anything like that. So that's why I can say, Dan, you're my favorite live stream partner.
Now I know it's sarcastic.
With a really fake confirmation. Really fake grid.
Yeah, this is all fake. I thought we were pals. My secret channel, I'm going to tell you guys right now because I feel bad for how I'm hiding it from you guys. It's called Fame. It's called Fame for More. That's the channel.
Is that true? I can't remember what it's called.
Fame for More.
Oh, I see where you've gone with that one. Oh, yes, but very. I'm going to search for it though. Does that actually exist as a?
I saw this channel pop up called Fame for Less, and I'm like, I can do better.
Yeah.
And so that's my secret channel. It's called Fame for More. It's spelled just like this, but after the letter 4, it's the word more.
I'm checking. There is no channel called Fame for More. No channel exists.
I made sure to tell YouTube not to surface it when people
give me a book recommendation.
Daryl leaves me a book, right?
I do, yeah, but this. I feel as if this is my work stuff, but this is like a really good book about YouTube. I do recommend it. But I read a lot of nonfiction. In fact, all of the books I read are nonfiction. Now, I don't want to get too political, but one of the most entertaining books I've read recently was about. There's obviously a lot of diverse opinions about Donald Trump, but somebody wrote a book about how divisive he is in just the golf world. So it was a book all about the things he's done in the golf world, about how allegedly he cheats all of the time when he's playing golf. How allegedly he will drive through the purchase of golf clubs, and then he'll build 50-foot walls next to properties next to the golf club which are undesirable, all allegedly. But I found it absolutely fascinating that an entire 350-page book could be written about it. I think it's called Commander in Cheat. I think.
That's a great title.
As I say, I'm staying as neutral as possible. I'm just telling you what the book's about. You're more than welcome to read it. And also, again, this is another Donald Trump centric book, but it was about how he handled the pandemic and then the election. And it's a book by John Sopel, who's a BBC American correspondent, and that was absolutely fascinating as well. But I've read a biography about Elon Musk recently as well. I'm just trying to figure out what book I'm going to read next. Are you a book reader, Dan, or are you just more into TV?
I don't read a lot. There's stuff I want to read. The last time I read, I don't even remember what it was. It was actually just an audiobook because, reading. But I'm always doing something so easier to listen. But yeah, I don't have any recommendations. I don't know. For fun fiction books, I did enjoy Ready Player One, and I have yet to read the sequel. So that's something I'll read at some point. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big. Yeah, I guess I'm not a big book person. I do want to pick up Jerry Leaf's book though. I'm hearing a lot of good things.
Yeah, it's good. It's definitely worth reading. I'm just getting to a bit now where he assigns a lot of homework. I thought you gotta. So now I've got to do some work, and it's like find 10 channels, sort by most popular, watch 3 or 4 of their videos. So I'm thinking like I've got 40 or 50 videos to watch in the next week as part of my research.
Let's see. My favorite game music.
Oh, do you know what immediately jumped to mind then? Final Fantasy VII came into mind just because a lot of it's so memorable. But then there's lots of awesome individual tracks from a lot of things. You know what? Actually, I was thinking a couple of weeks back, because in one of my videos, I'd done an entire minute of me humming the Legend of Zelda tune, and people enjoyed it and said it in the comments. And now I'm just experimenting with the final part of each video that's simply called Wasting 1 Minute of Your Life. And it's just me doing something random and stupid. And I'm starting to think about whether at the end of at least every shorts video, I might just hum some music from a video game. So Final Fantasy might be one. But I'll tell you what, I'm playing Ori, Willow of the Wisp right now, which is a fantastic 2D platformer. And the music in there is very orchestral, but it's not memorable. I won't remember it in like a month's time. Whereas you go back to the classics, Mario and Final Fantasy and whatever, I can still hum those tunes in my head.
I'll go with memorable as well, because there's a lot of music in games probably better than this, but old school Minecraft music just brings back a ton of nostalgia. So it's I don't know. The music they've come out with lately, I actually like more. It's something about the little piano things they got going on, like while you're playing this game, that just kind of take me back, a decade. And I'm playing Minecraft when it first came out, and we don't have a fraction of the features that we have now.
Right.
Music.
Pay attention to the concurrent viewers. Dan, if you want to turn this into an a cappella, you can do, but are you ready for this? I agree completely here with J4 Gaming Codman. Not necessarily Halo 3, but the Halo
just the theme, the opening
intro, the theme, which goes a little like this.
Oh my goodness. It's a loop, so he's not going to stop.
You're welcome. We lost 30 viewers while I did that. I'm taking requests for the next hour.
Hour? Oh my gosh!
If I know a song, I'll do it.
That is probably we're gonna have to end the stream. Like I said, I did have to, be
done. You gotta go.
Today. I do have to go. I'm sorry. I know we're having fun. Thank you, everybody.
People were humming that though, weren't they? They were going, yeah. He got the chorus a little bit wrong, but like that's just the best 3-4 chords of music I've ever heard in my entire life.
This live stream brought to you by Xbox Game Pass, apparently. So thank you all for hanging out with us. We'll see you back here on Tuesday for channel audits, and then the following day we will do yet another tool overview and Q&A live stream as well.
Yeah.
And yep. And I guess it was my turn to get it. Yep. And that's it. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, so I'm going to do an outro, and so I'm going to just start doing some music. Dan, just cut me off whenever you're ready to cut me off. Okay. But yeah, so here, the outro music is going to go a little bit like this. bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba dum ba-dum bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba-dum 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 bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-da-ba-da-bum bum 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 do 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 bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum ba-da-ba-da-bum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. Thank you and good night, everybody.